Hey yo, this is your girl Melanin Audacity, and thank you for tuning in to the Master Elements podcast.
Smash the elements. 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 Smash the elements.
Welcome everybody back to the Master Elements podcast. This is your girl Melanin Audacity. My co-host tonight, Cynthia Love the God. What
Peace,
up?
peace. Peace to the family.
And also DJ RP Beats.
Peace.
Sunday night. What's up, fellas? How was your weekend?
Happy
Have a
birthday.
good Sunday. It was hot. Oh, did you say happy birthday? Yes, because Friday was my birthday.
Yeah. Happy belated for sure.
Yep. Thank you. Thank you so much.
That August Leo segment. Oh,
That's
good
right.
energy.
It's Leo season.
Clap it up. Shout out to all the Leos.
Yep.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Leos. All right, so tonight we have a jam-packed show as usual. The opinionated trio is in the building.
Like we always do at this time.
Yep.
Like we always do at this time.
So tonight we have Oprah Winfrey.
Oprah.
What was that about a black card trying to get her application is in for the black card?
She tried to hold it.
What you say, RP?
She tried to hold it down for the Brianna movement.
I heard. So we'll get into that.
Oprah Winfrey.
What about Miss Jaguar Wright? Confessions of an R&B chick.
It's a pretty hot topic. That's a pretty hot topic right now. What's going
on? I'm gonna have my coronavirus update because I'm staying on that. I'm gonna keep it real short.
All right.
But I wanted to talk about the reason this week I'm doing it again is because of the school opening in Georgia, right?
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to talk to Sin about, what was the plan? Like, if you can walk us through.
Well, we could do that first.
Plan. Yeah. And then the other thing, the other topic that we have, I only have four tonight, is the Cardi B, Meg Thee Stallion controversy. I really
Another hot
just
topic.
about try to listen to it, but again, time got away.
Another hot topic.
Let's get started. Let's do the coronavirus real quick. I'm just gonna give the totals for worldwide. Now we're up to 19 million, a little over 19,700,000 global cases. As far as the deaths, is 729,000. Probably about 730 at this point. But there were 12 million recoveries worldwide. So
Thank you. Because I was just about to say, I'm gonna need you to start giving me the recovery numbers.
I did. I said them.
Okay.
And then I found some other interesting information as well, which made me a little less, because let me tell y'all something. I was not playing over here. I go out to the store. Like it was my birthday weekend and they surprised me with some things, but I wasn't comfortable. I ain't gonna lie. And I didn't want to spoil people's fun by talking about it and stuff, but I was really like, we were outside, but anyway, I was nervous, but there was 61 million tests in the US alone. 61 million. And I only did 3 states. So for New York City, we only have, RP, 23,000 deaths, 24,000. Now, when you compare that to the 61 million tests, it's bad, but it's a lot of people not being negative, and or recovering. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
From it. So hopefully they can really get a grip on this. For
like
Georgia,
90-something% survival rate.
Yeah. And then 216,000, say 217,000, 100,000 cases in Georgia. and you guys only have 4,200 deaths. And I made a big mistake last week. New York State, because see, you know how they break New York State out from New York City. I was given New York City numbers, but New York State numbers is 420,000 confirmed. And then they have 90,000 people hospitalized, 73,000 recovered. But that's New York City. New Jersey here, we have 184,000 confirmed, 15,000 deaths, 32,000 recovered, and 21,000 still hospitalized. So, you know, although these numbers are bad, I think we need to, and myself included, because I have been watching the news and looking at that little CNN little map they keep up all 24/7, and they're showing the deaths and stuff. And I haven't really seen them show recovered, though. You know what I mean? So I guess you guys.
The numbers are definitely, I would say, unreliable. You know what I'm saying? Because so much stuff.
They should just give all of the information. Yeah.
So much conflicting reporting. You know what I'm saying? As far as the testing, and you hear a lot about false negatives, and
people getting it twice.
Yeah,
doctors
complaining about certain new protocols that they're having to enact that's unusual and things like that. So a lot of stuff, you can't really say that these numbers are right and exact. You know what I mean? You got to take it with a grain of salt. And I'm sure
it's going to be impossible to be right and exact with every hour things changing and staying on top of it. But it's just kind of a guide or, something to go by, whatever. But I do want to apologize to you, Sin. Again from last week when you were like, oh, this is not the most dangerous thing that's killing people or something to that effect.
Yeah.
So I did run them numbers and you were right. Heart disease is still number one killer at 647,000 for all of the U.S. And what do we have for all of the U.S. deaths right now just from this? Just 162,000. I mean, no, don't give me.
Yeah, not to minimize it. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Not to minimize anything, but just to try to take away some of the fear, because we don't want to spread that fear mechanism around.
Yeah. And cancer was second at 599,000. But however, they said it is targeted to be in the top 10 though. Probably, number 3 after heart disease and cancer will be COVID, but they won't know until everything's done a year later, because these numbers that I just gave you is from 2018 with regard to heart disease and cancer, but they're consistent top 2.
And the thing about those, when they come with those numbers, there's no false negatives and all of that. There's no ambiguous terms. This person had heart disease. That's why they died. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
There's nothing to question here.
And I never realized that it was this many people passing from these particular diseases.
And Black people's number 1 in all of them.
Yeah. And then diabetes is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Number 7 with 83,000, which is one of our main diseases.
Oh, that's
as well. It's number 6 and it's 83,000 from diabetes, and that was again in 2018. So 2019 should be coming out soon. So I just want to keep everybody, the whole community updated with the coronavirus. I do my best. I'm not a researcher or anything. I just go online and find out information. But like I said, I was petrified, and I'm a little less anxious right now with this information, knowing that there are so many more recoveries than we have of deaths. So sorry for people who may have lost someone to the disease. But hopefully they can get a grip on it before, it keeps spreading and stuff. But on to the school. I'm sorry, RP, what's that?
I got some intel. I don't want to, increase the fear mindset, but I want to let people beware as far as, because I have nurses in my family. So the intel that I'm getting from them, I got today, they were telling me that they got information to look out for a second wave starting in October. They said that this thing is mutating, and they're not reporting that. And they said October with this thing mutating, and then also a mixture of the flu. They said
Right. That we always get
yeah.
anyway. Right.
They
Right.
said it's
Yeah.
yeah.
I've been
So
hearing that though. I have been
yeah,
hearing that.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have to. I have to. But I want to talk a little bit, and we'll have to get real in depth about it, because my brother, my nieces and nephews are out there in school and GA. What is the
Mm.
plan? Like, what did they tell you as a parent? How do they
So
go through how the classrooms are set up? Did you guys get to go and see?
I'm actually going to meet my son's teacher in the morning, tomorrow morning. But
Okay.
here in my county, in Gwinnett County, school is starting on the 12th, August 12th, and it's gonna start off with everybody doing at home digital learning. And I don't know, it's weird because every day things change as far as what the plans are gonna be. Because at first it was they gave parents a choice. You could choose to do at home digital learning or you could do in school. And then I told you guys maybe last episode or a couple of episodes ago about what happened at the board meeting when there was a hot mic situation where the black dude was talking about why we opening schools is too dangerous right now. We need to keep the
Right,
schools
right,
closed.
right,
And
right.
then the white lady on the hot mic was talking about she wanted to strangle the dude. And so that kind of went a little viral. And
Oh,
so,
okay. Yeah, I remember you saying something about that.
yeah, so after that happened, they changed to, okay, we're going to do all at home digital learning. And so
Okay.
now they're saying after like the first 2 weeks, they're gonna start doing in school for those that want to do it or whatever. I don't know what they're doing to tell you the
I
truth.
actually was able to pull up because I was trying to do research on the young lady who made a video or something with the crowded hallways, or it was a photo or something at this North Paulding High School. I'm not sure what Paulding County. I'm not sure how far that is in relation to where you are.
What's the name of it?
Paulding, P as in Peter, AULDING, Paulding.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, Paulding County in North Paulding High School, where 9 people tested positive there.
I think I heard about that.
3 staff. Yeah.
I heard about that.
So they have August 17th remote all for that whole week, I'm assuming, or it says just August 17th, remote classroom for all students. And then phase 1, it breaks down. Elementary is face-to-face. Middle and high school is remote for all students, and special ed is face-to-face with a remote option. And then a phase 2 and a phase 3, but they don't have a date. So that's what I was wondering if you guys have a phased calendar, and they'll probably
they're doing something like that
tomorrow. Yeah, okay.
They're doing something like that.
I'm clear. I'm clear on that. My daughter's not.
Yeah, yeah, and
not
that's how
going
I
to
feel too.
The president's son, he's not going to school. He's in private school.
That's
Donald Trump's son.
Oh, his son is in private school and he's not going. So
He's
how
not
you want
going.
my kids to go to public school? And kids
Exactly.
are going to be kids. And again, I talked about the asymptomatic thing. That it's not immune to kids to be asymptomatic, not have symptoms, and still spreading it. That's my only fear about the asymptomatic situation. That's just it, And then the babies, that thing is horrible. You know what I'm saying? When you do get it, now you can recover. You still go through all that anguish and losing weight, and I just don't want it. How about that? I don't want it. Period. Right. So that's it. I didn't want to get too deep in it because we can go on coronavirus. It's just so much about it that we can go on and on, conspiracy theories, things of that nature. But I just wanted to know what that plan was for Georgia. What was that looking like? Because we don't go till September, so I don't have any information, and plus I don't have any child in school to know what the
at the barbershop. We didn't get our normal back to school wave, so that was one downside to this whole thing. Business wise.
Right. And that's because of the online.
Yeah, because
for
nobody's going to school.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So hopefully things pick up because it's a trickle down effect in the economy to everybody. You know what I mean? So hopefully, because everybody needs to make their money and be able to earn an honest living.
Oh yeah, we
But
gonna do
okay, so who y'all want to hit first? Oprah,
Jaguar.
Jaguar.
Yeah.
I started watching that video. I don't know if one of you guys posted it or if somebody else.
Yeah, I posted it.
Put it in context, RP. Put it in context.
Yeah, because I'm
what's
not
it all
gonna be able
about?
to share unless you want to, because you're the host. You can share it. Yeah. I don't even know if we can play that. Can we do that?
It's dumb long. Play what? She got 15 videos or something. She just going in for 2 hours.
Okay. Oh no. Okay.
Yeah.
Jaguar, you know, she was one of the former members of the Roots crew. They recently suffered a loss of one of the members named Malik B. And
RP Malik B.
Yeah, he was one of the founding members of the group. And she basically exposed the fact that they did not honor him while he was alive. The Roots, who was, you know, he was a founding member, and she basically exposed a lot of dirty laundry in terms of the head members of the group and how they treated him, which is Questlove and Black Thought. She also went on to expose the fact that she stated that Malik B was instrumental in writing their first 3 albums. He came up with most of the material, she states, and a lot of the lyrics were, and his songs were being plagiarized. And she exposed the fact that he didn't get any credit and they didn't pay him properly. And it just, she really exposed a lot between them. She went on to talk about Common, who she dated. She exposed a little history about their relationship.
With some rape type of stuff, wasn't it, or something?
Oh yeah,
she's sexual
crazy,
assault.
crazy.
Shoot.
She went on to expose Jill Scott, Erykah. She talked about.
Wait. What she say about Common?
Let me try the one about Common. It was hilarious.
What she say about
She
Common?
said something about she woke up out her sleep and he had his penis like beaten in the face with it, trying to get her
Wow.
She said, yo, but you know what was interesting? She said that he was never the same after Lauryn Hill dumped him, and it was interesting. Never knew he dated Lauryn Hill.
Me either.
Oh yeah, I know that.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that was a thing. Late '90s type shit.
Oh no, I didn't know.
I didn't know that.
Maybe early 2000. Oh wait, no. I'm sorry. I'm thinking about Erykah. Didn't she say Erykah?
Yeah.
She said he got dumped by Lauryn before he went to Erykah.
Okay, yeah. I'm thinking about Erykah Badu. My bad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm like, so I didn't know nothing.
He dated Lauryn Hill. Like she, you know, she ironed out. Like she exposed a lot, and she said that the Roots are sending death threats her way, and all that. And she says that Malik B he was the glue. He was the mastermind behind all the hits. He helped a lot of those people, like Erykah and Jill. And she said that they are not acknowledging him in his death. She said they have not paid tribute to him. She said they have not contributed to his funeral costs. And she's livid.
Wait a minute. So he wrote so he got jerks. Is that what kind of happened? Did he smoke it all up? Because I think she did allude that he had a problem.
Yeah, but she said he had an issue, but it wasn't to the point of how they treated him. She said they blackballed him, and she said eventually, like, they phased him out of the group. She said they were paying him only $150 a week up until his death. And the Roots, those guys have money, and she said he wrote the first 3 albums, and he never got the credit.
And RP like this messy shit. RP like all this messy shit.
Because he know it, don't he?
You know why? Because usually in the music business, there's always the main guy who always gets looked over. He always gets stepped on. It's always that one guy who came up with the ideas, the concepts. He was the talent, and everybody abused him. We always get this story in the music industry.
All
We
right, well,
all
let me chime in on this a little bit, man.
Go ahead.
Let me
uh
chime in
oh
on this just a
uh
little
oh.
bit. And I'm not too attached to this situation because I couldn't follow all of her ranting. I could not,
Mhm.
I tried to for a little while, but it was a lot. But
Okay.
my opinion, I wouldn't use the word exposed in none of this because when you talk about something being exposed or somebody being exposed, that has to come with receipts. That has to come with invoices.
Okay.
It can't just be your word. Now, you an insider, Jaguar Wright, she was a Roots member. You know what I'm saying? So she definitely got insight to behind the scenes stuff that we don't know about, stuff that I don't know about. It's hard to say what's true and what's not true. But the accusations of what she said was that they would have Malik, they would let him get high and he would go in the studio and just freestyle and black out, and Black Thought would basically just steal his rhymes. You know what I'm saying? And then the songs would come out, but that would be the same shit that Malik B was freestyling
Yeah,
in the studio. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
Oh,
So
okay.
that's
So
yeah.
that's not exposure.
that's what she's saying happened. I'm not saying she brought no receipts.
Right.
That's
Okay.
what she's saying that happened. But my thing for that is I don't want to take nothing away from Malik B. He was a dope MC. He was a very dope MC. But in my opinion, he's nowhere near the level of a Black Thought. From what I've heard, I would not place him not even close to Black Thought. So I don't see how he could be the man behind all that magic when the stuff that I heard come out his mouth don't compare, in my opinion, to the stuff that I heard from Black Thought. And also, he's been out of the group for a very long time, and the Roots still been going strong. They still been dropping. They still been dropping quality music. Black Thought freestyle on Flex.
I saw that
last year, 2 years ago.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna just say it. Greatest freestyle ever.
Yeah. That was sickness. I
So
was
what?
like, when he gonna stop?
So what I got from it, and I agree with you. Like he's a mastermind. But what I got from it from her was like basically when you listen to their first 3 records, it's kind of like Black Thought is kind of like rhyming with him.
This ain't the same Black Thought now from then either.
Right.
So
That
yeah, I'll
ain't
say that.
what I'm thinking is he developed. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he was Black Thought's mentor. He was the one coming up with the concept of the songs, and they were building that bond, kind of like Q-Tip and Fife. You know, they had that bond. They were building that up for those first 3 albums, and then basically Black Thought developed and just went on. Yeah,
I could go for that. Like I was talking to my man about it the other day. Shout out to I've seen Question. We was talking about it the other day, and I said, sometimes when you writing with somebody, when you work with somebody side by side like that, y'all rub off on each other
exactly.
to the point where y'all start to sound the same. I remember when me and my cousin Star, R.I.P. to my cousin Star, me and her was like a little duo back in the days.
Okay.
And people used to think I was writing her rhymes because we had the same style. We sound just alike. I never wrote nothing for her. She wrote her own rhymes. We just had the same style because
just being around and working together and collabing and vibing. Yeah. It was entertainment for me. There's no way I can validate. Some of it was funny, like wow, and then when she went off on Jill, and I was like, no, you can't.
What she say about Jill?
I should have wrote it down.
What she say about Jill, RP? I ain't hear nothing about Jill. I heard her say some shit about Erykah.
Oh my God,
I'm trying to remember.
Oh my God, she said Jill Scott and her were at one point best friends. She said that Jill Scott was sleeping with all the guys in the band. She said she hired all these guys. That it was a lot of she aired Jill out, bro. Like,
hey, and I'm gonna say this too. I'm gonna say this. I don't know if y'all feel the same way. I don't know if y'all pick up the same vibe. But I'm gonna say this too. Watching her and looking at her, she's a little off, man.
yeah,
I'm not trying to take nothing away from what she might have been through. There's definitely some trauma there. There's a lot of trauma there. You can see it in her eyes. She reminds me of Kanye West in a lot of ways.
She also said that she was messing with Black Thought.
Yeah, she
They
said
had
that.
a little romance going on, and
Yeah, she said that.
something like that. And also, she said she lost her son. He died, and
Yeah, he
she
got
said
murdered.
they did. Yeah, he got murdered, and she said they weren't there for her. They didn't even send her flowers. She said she was just there to deal with it. Then she said her husband tried to kill her, and
What?
yo,
And that's
she
what I'm
like you said,
saying.
a lot of
That's what I'm
trauma.
saying. That's what I'm saying. There's a
Yeah,
lot of trauma there. So I'm not
yeah.
saying I'm not trying to invalidate her story or say
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
what's true and what's not true. I'm just saying, there's more. The other people got their side of the story as well. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean? And it's a reason for the fallout. You know what I mean? She was in a good situation with the Roots and all that. She was getting a good name for herself and all that. And there's a reason why things went left.
Yeah.
You know what I
Well,
mean?
she said Erykah Badu was jealous of her and bit her style,
Yeah,
called the
she stole
Roots
the
fake,
footage.
and alleged Jill Scott slept around back in the day.
Those
Much
type of
more.
statements, you lose credibility with me because I mean, Erykah Badu is like one of the most original artists ever. Like, no, there's nobody like Erykah Badu. What you mean she bit your style?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
She
Where,
said she
where's
said
all that
Erica,
magic at?
she said Erica used to send people where to get her records and basically absorb her concepts and stuff and just take her ideas.
Remember when Jill Scott and
I don't
Erykah
know.
Badu did the verses? Oh,
Yeah.
Yep.
I gotta plug this
Yep.
in. When they did the verses and they was talking about the song "You Got Me,"
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
they said that was the only song Erykah ever sung that somebody else wrote the lyrics to. Anything that you
Right.
ever
I
ever
remember that.
anything that you ever heard from Erykah Badu, that was her pen.
Hmm.
That's the only thing she
She,
ever sung was something that was written by Jill Scott. Hold on, I gotta plug this computer in. But go ahead, y'all keep talking.
Okay. Okay.
now,
Yeah.
now she,
I'm just now looking back at some pictures because I'm like, is this a girl or a boy? Actually, I thought like she looked real hard in that video, and
yeah,
I'm
she
like,
did.
I'm trying to remember. I knew the name was familiar, and I
Hmm.
knew that she sang on one of Jay's songs. And then
She did
from
the
what I
unplugged.
remember about that girl, I see that she did the unplugged. She sang the backup for his unplugged, but I wanted to
Hmm.
see what she looked like back then. And I think she has a big butt, right? Is that what?
She was cute. Yeah, she was cute back then.
Yeah.
She,
I'm sure she still got the big booty, but or
she
whatever
dated.
the case
So she
is.
said she dated Black Thought. She dated Common, and she said, the
But she
band
did.
was crazy.
But I'm trying to think
She
of what
that's what
people were
that's what I'm
saying
saying.
about her,
That's
back then, and I think that's all I remembered about it. Of course, she's beautiful,
I
brought
used
all
to
those
hear that
black women up.
she was very talented.
she's dope. She's real
She can
dope.
sing.
Yeah, like back then they
She can
said,
sing.
she was a force back then. You know what I mean?
Yo, but I ain't like how she was trying to make it seem like if it wasn't for her, the whole unplugged thing would have been whack or wouldn't have been what it was. I'm like,
Mm.
really?
Really? Oh, I didn't hear that because then I would have hung up right then.
I'm
Oh,
like, you're doing too
disconnected
much.
from that. Yeah, that's
You're
how
doing
many
too much.
singers he could have got to do that. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah,
Girl,
that was a
bye.
blessing for you. That was a blessing for you.
Yes,
A lot of people know you because of that.
that's right. That's
Mhm.
only how I know her. Because
You know
what
what I'm
other song
saying?
she had? What's her
Yeah.
song?
She don't have her own song. That she was a
She don't
member of the
have.
Roots.
She
Actually
was a
she
member of the
does.
group.
She has an album. She has a solo album, but she don't have nothing that people would know. Nothing notable that she did on her own that people would know. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Not nothing commercially. Like if you're
Yeah.
a fan of Neo Soul, then you'll know her. Like
Yeah.
Right. But
Yeah.
well,
It's like
nothing
being an
commercial.
underground rapper or something. And there's nothing wrong with that. She's dope. She's a
Yeah.
dope artist. She can really sing. I believe
yeah.
she's a good writer and all that stuff. But she has
Hmm.
some delusions of grandeur as well. I'll just say that.
Cocaine
Yeah.
is a hell of a drug.
It's a hell of a drug. Hell of a drug. Hell of a drug.
Yeah. She, like you said, man, that trauma.
Charlie
Man.
Murphy.
She was upset with Common though, boy. Woo.
What?
Yeah, man. And I hope she's not lying about that because
I hope so
that's
neither.
some messed up accusations.
Yep.
And these
Well,
times that we living in, these Me Too
No, but
times and
if
all
they
that.
were going together at the time,
Mhm.
right? Weren't they dating
That's
at
what
the
she was
time?
saying. That's what she was
Yeah, they
saying.
So,
said,
your man can wake you up however he wants. Like, for real. I mean,
but she
I-
said
you
I'm
know,
glad you said it. You're the woman on the show, so I'm glad you said
yeah,
it.
I mean, if we together, he playing.
She said she was tired. He was trying to get some buns.
Yeah.
She was tired. Nigga was trying to get some buns.
Yeah, exactly. So come on. You know, but she didn't say that he actually physically didn't force himself on her and they actually forced her to have in. She didn't say that. She just said he woke her up trying to, you know.
Yeah,
you know.
But she knew she understood the insinuation behind what she was saying.
So don't try to and then try to dog that man's name out right now. That's not right.
It seemed like she really was like interviewing, like this was her interview. She trying to get somebody to feel sorry for her and snatch her up. You know what I mean?
She got feelings for that man. She still got feelings for that man.
Sounds like she got feelings for Black Thought.
Yeah, she does too. And Tiffany Haddish said she don't care. She still love Common. So she don't care.
Exactly. I'm surprised she ain't say something like that's how he woke me up this morning because you know she crazy as hell. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm surprised he did. Like he wake me up like that every morning or something. You know to say like that was your man and that's your private situation. Now you told how he like to play around maybe or whatever the case. That's not going to turn nobody against him. But if you say he did something forceful and which she never went to. She just said he was just like that was so disrespectful. Girl, bye. Girl, bye.
But the way she characterized those situations to me wasn't like she was in a relationship with him or Tariq Black Thought. It sounded like she was like, according to what she was saying, like they was just fucking. So
well, she said Black Thought was married, but he was married. She was like, she kept telling him, go to your wife. Stop clinging on to me. She said he was so clingy. You know what I mean? Like he kept trying to be with her. And she was like, you got a wife. You know what I mean?
See, that's how y'all got chicks that have big posteriors, making them think that, you know, y'all looking, hey, look, that's what it is. Look. But that imagine what that do in their head. Everybody want this. And if somebody don't act like what she's used to having happen, then she wonder what's wrong with this dude.
Right.
You don't say, you know, you see what I'm saying? So although you like what you like, and there's no big, you know, I don't have nothing to say about that. Everybody is entitled to like what they like. But if that person, every man is always, ooh, wow, or, you know, giving them some type of attention because of that, they expect every man to do that. You know what I'm saying? And so maybe once they done did what they did and got it and whatever, just because they seen it, just want to try it. But I don't want to, you know, I'm not trying to lock you down or nothing. Now she's coming out telling on everybody.
Yeah. I just didn't like the spirit. That she had. You know what I mean? It was just like very vindictive and bitter and all of those things, man. You know?
Yeah, I started feeling weird about it after a while. I couldn't listen to the whole thing either.
And she kept saying she's doing it because they mistreated him, Malik B, and they mistreated her, and she said because they won't give him proper homage and they're trying to ignore his contributions, she will continue to them.
How long Malik been out the group? Yeah. I almost forgot about Malik B.
I didn't know who he was. I'm like, who's Malik? Because when I saw the headline, it threw me off. I knew Black Thought was his name. That's who I thought. Maybe Malik was his real name because I don't know this dude like that. I know Black Thought and the drummer guy. What's his name again? The one that plays the drum. Questlove. As far as on the first and last name, not first and last name, but on though, and I know there are more members in that group, but I only know those two. You know what I mean?
She's trying to insinuate that he was behind the scenes still writing and still participating as a ghostwriter, and she said that he was still getting paid from them, but he was getting like $150 a week up until he died.
So why is he doing that? Why is he doing that then? Why are you doing that?
I don't know.
Well, apparently after all that, let me make sure I'm saying this right. She lives
$150
in
a week.
Texas now, so somebody put in here. She didn't even go to his funeral. She said she wasn't physically, so I wasn't able to be physically present at the service.
Yeah, so, you know.
Now you got to sit down. Sat down, as my grandmother said. you.
Yeah, go ahead, give it to him.
Yeah, you know, you just tried to not discredit. What's the word? Try to make all these people look bad. Common, Questlove, the Roots as a group, Erykah Badu, Jill Scott, over this man that you put really high up there. And I understand if that's how you love them or whatever. And then you didn't go. And then, you know what? I'm going to take it back. I'm going to revert. I don't have nothing to say about that because it could have been because of the virus. So I forgot about the virus situation.
I don't know. Planes are still moving, man.
Because
tickets is real cheap right now, matter of fact.
She's living in Texas, so I'm assuming he may still be in Texas. I don't know where Malik was living at the end of his life, but I'm gonna go back off of that. It's, you know,
could have been.
She said,
but it could have been.
Yeah, it says not down with the COVID. So, and you know how scared I was, and still am concerned about it. I'm not getting on nobody's plane, but if it's my mom or my brother.
That's Malik B. Yeah. That's Malik
B. Yeah. That's how she coming for him.
That's Malik B. Brother. You know,
you gotta go get it. Yeah, go do it. So, I was about to go in on him when I saw that. You ain't go to the funeral, really?
Hey, but RP, I didn't think he was as ill as Black Thought, man. Ever. I never.
Well, Black Thought became an animal. I mean, that's a fact. You know what I mean? That's a fact. You know.
I guess I'm gonna have to go online and listen to some of it and see. Yeah, I did it.
Like I said, we would never know. We would never know.
That's the name of the song.
We would never know what happened behind the scenes.
Hey, but there's a song. So for the audience too, there's a song on the Phrenology album, the Roots album Phrenology, called "Water," where Black Thought is talking about Malik. He's talking about Malik and the drug problems and all that stuff. Y'all go check that song out. It's called "The Water" or something like that on that Phrenology album.
Okay, I wrote it. I'm gonna check it out. So let's move on. Any last thoughts on that? Otherwise, we off on to
Yeah, my last thought is just, you know, she kind of lost me a little bit, man. You know, I was trying to see where she was going with it, but she took too many turns. I couldn't keep up.
Yeah, I don't know, Jaguar. You're gonna have to come with some receipts in 2020.
Exactly.
You just can't be coming out your face with accusations without receipts in 2020. Okay, so we don't believe you until you have your receipts. That's messed up.
Unfortunately.
But again, remember I said people will do anything for attention once they get in that celebrity life or entertainment world. Once they get a taste of that and then it's taken away for whatever reason, they'll do anything to get back. Yep, to get some shine, even if it's for 15 minutes, and even if it's negative, they don't care. People talking about me are trending.
Yeah. That's a fact.
Oh, these nuts. How about that? Like, I mean, literally, like, you know, cuckoo, you know what I mean? Like, and look at sorry, Kanye. He done lost his
mind. My God.
That's a different story.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, as far as there's something wrong with them people.
Because they involved in the belly, man. They in the belly, man. We know what it is.
Yep.
Smash the elements. Smash the elements.